Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hi there, guys. Oh, I got it wrong, man. Welcome to the test subjects. My name is DBessell. How you doing? I nearly call you gaze then.
Photo's
Sorry about
right
that.
there. Maybe I could have another look.
Photo. That's really sensitive. Never noticed that before.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
How weird is that?
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us.
So this game is free
My love,
at the moment, but I can't turn down the music, so
we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love.
okay.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Can I move around? Oh, so I can't... Oh, you can't use the keys or anything. So it's just a point and click. What's this?
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niav of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Blue eyes. Ride with me.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
There's got to be something...
Niav is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies.
Okay. Let's head back. Oh, there's a chest there. This is meant to be a horror as well. True friends stand by each other through any diversity. Oh, right click does that. Oh, okay. No, I like it that way. What is that? That's a bit weird. Don't you think? So, yeah, it's a point and click adventure game. And, it's a horror...
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
It's a horror as well. What is this? Ooh. Oh, those eyes. Awful.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
I like his laugh. Now that vanishing town.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Common sense and the other fairy
The
tales.
smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights.
So you can just look at books. Okay, what's that? Okay, just takes you back to there.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
Oh God.
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
Where is she then? You know, where's the wife in this? Let's have a look in this chest, because we didn't have a...
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
So I've got to find a key. Ooh. Creaky floorboards.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Please don't jump out.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. We all have our skeletons in the closet.
Sorry about that.
But not Serena. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. 2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out.
What's that hanging above the bed? It's Dreamcatcher, okay.
Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest and fall asleep.
Looks like there's a back panel to this.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Ooh.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Oh.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Waiting for asylum. What is that there? That must be a clue. I'll have a look for that.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Did I have a stroke? It's not to be laughed about though. So you got to remember her face.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
Okay, I think that one's done.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years,
Okay.
it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Did I look in that one? What's
They
that?
prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers.
Okay.
I have high blood pressure. Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already. It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this. I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens.
This game is a lot about sex, isn't it?
We were happy for a long time. At least
Okay.
I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Nothing in here. Okay. Okay, well I think I'm done there. Okay. Some magazines.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
It's so loud.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous.
Oh, okay.
No matter how many... I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
I've got to find the keys, haven't I? Oh, is that what she looks like now?
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this? My love. We don't have a lot of... The guy who snapped this? My love.
Okay, so that's what she looks like, is it?
We don't have a lot... The guy... My love. We don't... The guy... My... We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
The music's changed.
Why? We might just as well stay here.
That music's got to mean something.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once. No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
What does he mean by that? No creaky door there.
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
Oh, you can open these drawers as well, okay.
I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
What does that mean? I sit back down and...
All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared,
She's
or
angry.
when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. It's different. But that just... it can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? The guy who snapped this?
Okay.
My love.
Is it my imagination, or are you using even more these days?
I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out.
Going back to the clock to see...
No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. The clock has always been rather autonomous. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in. Why did we choose this place? We were both so young and spontaneous. Why did we suddenly decide we should let our love wither away in a still life? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. Years passed, no tears fell, time worked. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. Weird
Sorry, I'm
mix
clicking.
of doggerel and artistry.
For it.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. I've always been drawn to
Okay.
things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Okay, I've clicked on
We,
that
we
one.
found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. When did we let this window get so gunked up? There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles. I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to.
What? How did that get there?
Sit down, we need to talk.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs, when did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? Her jewelry box. What is it doing here?
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
Is this where she kept her secrets? I should take a look inside. Where to put it? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But but not even the venom inside me gives me strength. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
What was wrong with this guy?
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me.
Photo is just awful.
I couldn't care less about this armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back, but I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to... There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I can't even bear to look at my face. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity, always fixing her hair before bed, doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? Why torture myself trying to remember? She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. I'm too upset to even think straight.
The hell? I didn't look in that drawer last time, did I?
Dearest. And then you top...
Okay, we've already read that.
Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. This ugly old thing makes me feel sick. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
I hate her so much. All of this, I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Let's go to the door and see if anything...
I'm too upset to even think straight. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I hate her so much. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage? I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp? All of this is... It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I couldn't care less about stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, I've had a look everywhere on this. This is crazy.
I hate her so much. That incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now. It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. All of this, it feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. can't be happening. No, I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Is there something that I'm forgetting?
I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Oh.
Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I hate her so much. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Oh, God.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming.
Can't hear anything, I'm sorry.
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't.
Think they will buy it after all this time? Fire will do it. It's been months since you. Fine.
How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I should electrocute myself with that lamp.
Let's have a look again.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But
Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but I want to see who it is first. There's something about those voices. I must know. The window. The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration, delirium.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
There's blood on the end of that.
Oh shit! We forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No! Not like this! Please! No!
She murdered me. So it must have been me in that cupboard. So I banged my head on the corner of the table. I get it. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. It's been very long as well. I think it's been about 45 minutes, an hour. 50 minutes, something like that. Anyway. See you later, guys. That was an actual real woman's name, and I didn't notice.